So after pleading for deliverance in the first 3 verses, planting his flag in confidence in verse 4 to 5, he now makes a vow, a commitment to respond to God's saving work with worship. And the tone changes. It changes from desperation to anticipation. It's the voice of a man who shifted from "if you save me" to "when you save me." This phrase there, free will offering, in Israel's worship, it wasn't a compulsory tax to kind of try and keep God on your side. It was voluntary, given from gratitude, often in response to God's rescue. It could have been grain or wine or oil or an animal sacrifice, but the defining mark of it was willingness. The Hebrew word carries the sense of willingness without any compulsion. It's love giving generously because it delights to give. Listen, David is not bartering with God. If you deliver me, I'll pay you back. He's promising a joyful act of thanksgiving just because he recognizes God's goodness. It's not the only time we see this in Scripture. If you go back to 1 Samuel chapter 1, when Hannah makes a vow, she's in deep anguish over being childless, and she promised the Lord that if he gave her a son, she would give it back to serve in his house all his days. She didn't bargain to keep what she received. She offered it to God before it was even in her hands. That's what makes this vow an act of faith. She praised before she saw. And that's what David does here. And Hannah, when God answered, she kept her vow and dedicated Samuel to the Lord. That's the same heart we see in David here. Not a transaction to secure a blessing. That is religion. Religion and superstition try to manipulate God or the spiritual world by saying, if I do this, it will twist your arm to do that. If I perform X, it will force the cosmic forces to react with Y. It's not spirituality, that's religion and superstition. Spirituality is here a joyful readiness to honor God with the very gift God would give. Whether it's in the tabernacle courts or the streets of our city, this pattern holds true. When God moves toward his people in saving mercy, their hearts move toward him in costly, willing praise.